Good afternoon, everyone. It's noon, so we will plan on starting the Warren County Commissioners meeting. First items of call to order is a pledge of allegiance, followed by a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, a couple of announcements before we start the meeting. First is that the meeting will be recorded. Second is just to announce that there were no executive sessions held since the last meeting, and that we do not have any items on correspondence received or outgoing associated with announcements. The next item on the agenda is public comment. So, no public comment. We will move on to the consent agenda. Commissioners, in your packets, you have the last agenda minutes of the last meeting, so you can review those if there are any changes. Before we move on, and let us know. Second item on the consent agenda is the finance report. Lisa, could you share a little bit with us about the finance report?
Yep, some of the tax money is starting to roll in. So in the general fund, we have $3,030,592. In the Erie bank account, we have $1,775,000. We will start to pay back the money that we have borrowed throughout the year, and we're working on budget. And I will present that on Monday the 16th.
So we'll be presenting the 2024 budget on Monday the 16th.
It will be complete. We have a lot of questions to answer, but I'll have the preliminary.
First draft.
Yep.
Very good. All right, and on the next page is the HR report. Any comments or items to highlight there as it relates to, there's a list of new hires. There is a list of changes that needed to be made for unique circumstances, and then there's a list of separations by position. Next on the agenda, and we won't go through these in detail, but should anyone want them, each department actually has a department report. The elections office, 911, and it's really interesting to read some of the reports and see the exciting things that are happening in each department. So I really appreciate each one of them giving those to us. And last item on the consent agenda is a proclamation for the Warren Public Library, which will be 150 years old. So Commissioner Eggleston, could I ask you to read the proclamation?
I'd be happy to. Warren County Library 150th anniversary, 150-year anniversary. Whereas Warren County Public Library was established on October 16, 1873 as a free public library under the laws of Pennsylvania. In 1882, by the generous contribution from Thomas Struthers, the library was located to the Struthers Library Theater building, where it served the residents of Warren County for 33 years, and in 1916 it moved to its current location on Market Street. The library has been serving the residents of Warren County for 150 years, always adapting to the needs of our community. The Warren Public Library is dedicated to serving the Warren teenage population by providing access to a safe and enriching environment for learning and discovery and fun. When you think about who the library serves, it's everyone. It does not matter your age, race, religion, financial status, or educational level. Everyone is served at the library in many ways. Now, therefore, we, the Commissioners of Warren County, are proud to recognize the 150th anniversary of the Warren County Public Library and congratulate the staff on the quality of service provided to its citizens. Adopted this day, the 11th of October, 2023. And for my part, I would just say that despite being 150 years old, it is a very vibrant institution, and that's due to the staff and the board and everybody that's involved in it. They do an amazing job, and I would say that the library is a gem of the Warren County community because of their work, and that's why it is vibrant at 150 years. So thank you to them and all their hard efforts.
Thanks for your leadership of the library
Thank
and
you.
your presence. We really appreciate it. So as a user of the library, it's very much appreciated.
Thank you all for what you do for the library as well. We really appreciate it. And thank you for this.
I move the consent agenda.
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, great.
We were wondering if you could come forward and we'll take a picture with the proclamation.
Exciting celebrations, I'm sure there will be.
Yeah, next week, on Tuesday, we're having an author come in talking about libraries from up until the 1940s, up until the 1940s. She's an excellent speaker, and she did a lot of the research at the library, our library. And then on Wednesday, Ellen Paquette is coming in, and she's going to do a history talk around that time, the late 1800s, early 1900s. And then on Thursday night, there's an 1870s tea party.
Oh, wow, cool. And there's a big show in the gallery right now
Yes,
too.
yes.
So.
Julie worked really hard, and our team worked really hard on a big show. History, there's a whole timeline all around the entire gallery. So if you have the opportunity to come over and look at it, it's worth it.
Awesome. Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I haven't had a chance to respond to your emails yet. I do all of that stuff. It's just, they upgraded this.
Thank you.
The next item on the agenda is unfinished business. There's nothing under that. So we will move on to new business. And the first item under new business is the cyber liability and data security insurance proposal. Lisa, do you have any comments or references to changes?
CCAP doesn't have ample coverage for cybersecurity, so we went out to supplemental insurance, and we were with OBD last year. And due to some upgrades that we've made to our security, we've been able to see a 16% reduction for $26,620 for the year for cyber coverage for $5 million.
So our coverage is $5 million, and our expiring premium would have been $31,727, and our renewal is $26,620, which you rarely see. So we very much appreciate those who have improved the security situation so that we could see that. Do I have a motion to approve?
I move the cyber liability and data security proposal by OVD.
Okay, do I have a
Second.
second? All right, any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, next item on the agenda are repository tax bids.
May
Oh,
I
sorry.
make a suggestion
Sure.
that since we have staff from the probation office here, that we move the MOU up?
Sure, we can do that, yes. So we did have an item on new business, is the MOU for probation wage changes. I am asking that we table that and get some time to take a look at it in detail. I haven't had the opportunity to do that, and I did want to have time to spend talking to you two about that particular MOU, as well as I've had Lisa do some research on starting wages for other 6 class counties. So just wanted to let everyone know that, and we'll be looking to see at the next commissioners meeting what that proposal entails.
I think so we would have to motion and second.
Could
to
I get-
table it.
I move to table.
Okay?
I'll second it.
Okay. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, very good. Is that on the agenda for the next commissioners meeting? Okay, so back to repository property bid. There are 3 tax parcels here. The first is tax parcel WN 5754244, and the amount of the bid is $1,000. The second is CY-022-9632-004, located in Columbus Township for $250. And then lastly, CY-664-4154, Spring Creek for $500. So do I have a motion to approve those tax parcel sales?
So moved. Second.
Okay. Those in favor, discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is approval of the four-factor analysis and language access plan for 2023. Is that up for you?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is basically four-factor analysis. We look at any kind of language barriers we may see in the county. We were able to identify 2 townships out of the county that have a higher percentage of over 5% German speaking. And that's Farmington and Sugar Grove. And so this is basically just stating that if we ever do projects for CDBG in those townships, that will ensure that the language barrier is addressed and that we are able to communicate and have translations when necessary.
Okay. Very good. Can I have a motion for approval of that plan for 2023?
So moved. A second.
Okay, discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Opposed? All right, and next, Resolution 3523, adoption of the Minority and Women's Business Enterprise Plan. I guess that was you again.
Yes. So this is a requirement of CDBG. We have to make it a point to solicit with minority and women-owned businesses, and this is just our plan that will provide DCD as part of the application of how we'll go about that. Typically, it's a form that they fill out that is part of our bid specs from the engineer and the contractor, and like I said, it's just a requirement that we're required to give to DCD.
Very good. All right. I get a motion
I
to
move
approve it.
resolution 3253.
Okay.
Second.
All right, discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, next resolution is 3254. And it is the resolution for the County of Warren to comply with Section 3 of the Housing and Development Act of 1968. Yeah, could I speak to that, please?
This is another requirement for CDBG. It is just another way that DC likes to see the county approach targeted workers with Section 3. So underserved, low-income, low-skill workers, and making sure that we have a way to identify and to basically report on them and have a metric. And so again, that goes with the engineering and bidding to see who they employ when they work on our CDBG projects.
Very good. Do I have a motion to approve Resolution 3254?
So moved. I'll second.
Okay. Is there any discussion? Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. And then next is, last but not least, 3255. This has to do with the 2023 CDBG application.
Yeah, this is our annual resolution to allow me to go ahead and turn in our CDBG application through single application. And this will just go along with it, stating that Warren County Commissioners are approving our application to go ahead and be sent to DCD.
Very good. Can I get a motion to approve Resolution 3255?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
All right. Any discussion? Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Very good. Any closing comments? Commissioners?
Move to adjourn.
Okay, move to adjourn.
Second.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your time.